Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me again today on Seth's Smorgasbord of Sports. I'm Seth. You might be watching on Sporticles now. It's my new page. You can subscribe to both of them. That would be awesome. Seth's Smorgasbord of Sports and Sporticles. That would be really cool of you. But there's a lot of crap going on in the world today. Obviously, we have this coronavirus stuff, and we all have to stay inside, and there's no sports. And I feel like I've said that every video, but like that's all we're hearing in the news right now. And I know it's really important, and that's what we should be hearing about because we have to take every precaution and be safe. But honestly, if we don't want to go insane, we have to think about other stuff. We have to think about the things that make us happy too. And for me, that's sports. And if you're watching the show, it's probably sports for you too. But if it's not, you got to do the things that make you happy as long as you can still do them. You got to stay sane. So just be positive. Do something you enjoy doing, cooking, anything like that. I don't know why I can't think of anything else, but like play cards or just paint. Like my sister's a really good artist and she's been drawing a lot of really cool pictures, so anything like that. Or teach yourself something new, maybe learn how to play guitar, another instrument or something, or anything. I mean, there's a lot of things that we could do now that, you know, we haven't ever had the time to do because we're never sitting around the house. So, there's obviously it sucks being trapped inside, but there are some things you can make positive out of this. So I just wanted to take a quick second and say that before I jumped into today's topic, which is about my favorite team, the Baltimore Ravens. I love the Ravens. If you watch any of my videos in the past, you probably remember I'm a huge Ravens fan, and I'm really pumped up. Okay, I know their season ended brutally last year. It was really hard to take. It was hard to handle. I thought we were going to win the Super Bowl, but we didn't. Okay, Kansas City was a great team, but we lost to the Titans, and we definitely should have beat them. But, they're a good team, too. They outplayed us completely, and they outcoached us. But that's not to say the Ravens can't make the next step up next season and potentially get to a conference championship or play in a Super Bowl, maybe even win the Super Bowl. I know that they're right there. They're just this far off from being in the Super Bowl, potentially winning it. So any good move they make keeps them in that, window, I guess, like your title contention window. And this is a big one, Calais Campbell. Getting Calais Campbell for a fifth-round pick, okay? Or, yeah, fifth. My finger was out of the frame, but yeah, I'm still getting used to this webcam stuff. But we changed. We flipped that Kari Vedvik pick, okay? We traded Kari Vedvik to the Vikings for a fifth-round pick, all right? Backup kicker. Ends up getting cut by the Vikings. Doesn't even play for him, but we still have that fifth-round pick. The Jaguars are dumb enough to trade us an all-pro defensive lineman for that pick. So we turned Kari Vedvik, who was never going to kick for the Ravens because we have Justin Tucker, and we turned him into Calais Campbell. So I think that's just amazing job by Eric DaCosta right off the bat. But let's jump into this article, all right? It's on Sports Illustrated, Raven Country. Let's do this. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me here. Calais Campbell has a championship in Baltimore. Bet he does. And it's by Todd Karpovich 3 hours ago. So, probably 5 hours ago because I've had this pulled up on my laptop for a couple hours. But, all right, let's jump right into it. Calais Campbell is still chasing that elusive Super Bowl ring. I mean, he's played for the Cardinals and the Jaguars, and neither of them has ever won a Super Bowl, so I'm feel for my man's here. I mean, he's a great player. He was elated with the recent deal that sent him to Baltimore from Jacksonville. Campbell is confident that the Ravens have the infrastructure in place to make a run at the Lombardi Trophy next season. So do I. I'm so glad that if I got traded to a team that has so much young talent, so much potential, so much of an opportunity, Campbell told the team's website. The biggest goal for me at the point I'm at in my career right now is to win a championship. I know obviously everybody this time of year is saying winning a championship is the goal. I mean, that is true. The Jaguars were saying that last season when they signed Nick Foles. At the beginning of the year, there's 32 teams trying to win a championship, so this is still Calais talking here. But I feel like the Ravens have a legitimate chance, and I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm happy he's a part of it, too. He's a beast. He's 6'8", 6'9", 300-plus pounds. I mean, dude's it's like a wrecking ball on the defensive line. I remember when the Ravens played the Jaguars in London a couple years back, and he just absolutely was getting to Joe Flacco in like 2 seconds. And I know he's not as mobile as Joe's not as mobile as Lamar Jackson, but nobody's as mobile as Lamar Jackson. So the fact that Calais Campbell's putting that on him, like imagine him against a pocket quarterback, okay? Like it's gonna be fun, especially if we keep Judon. I don't know what's going on with the tag and trade rumors or anything. I know we tagged him, but I don't know if we're going to trade him or not. So we'll see on that. But those two together would be monstrous. And I'm sure they'll get somebody else to replace Judon if they trade him. So they're going to have a nice defensive line next year. The Ravens finished last season with the NFL's best record at 14-2, but crashed out in the divisional round of the AFC playoffs against the upstart Tennessee Titans. My heart just shattered into 1,000 pieces reading that sentence. Baltimore has a solid young roster poised to take the next step in the postseason behind quarterback Lamar Jackson, who was the unanimous NFL MVP last year. Yeah, that felt good to read. Ravens general manager Eric DeCosta wanted to strengthen the pass rush this offseason and filled that need with the acquisition of Campbell and fellow defensive tackle Michael Brockers. That was another big signing by the Ravens, especially since we lost Michael Pierce. Pierce was big up the middle for us last year alongside Brandon Williams, so you give us Brockers to put next to B. Will. And we have Calais plus Judon or a potential Judon replacement. Our defensive line's looking a lot better than it did last year, in my opinion. Campbell has played in 186 games, 168 starts, recording 687 total tackles, 88 sacks, 48 passes defensed, 14 forced fumbles, 11 fumble recoveries, and 3 interceptions over his 12-year NFL career. Originally selected by the Arizona Cardinals in the second round of the 2008 draft, Campbell played 9 seasons from 2008 to 16 in Arizona, and then the past 3 seasons from 2017 to 19 with the Jags. He earned Pro Bowl honors in all 3 seasons with Jacksonville. So it's not like we're getting some old washed-up player, in my opinion. I think they were dumb to trade him for what they traded him for. He's been a Pro Bowler 3 years in a row. I mean, he might be a little older. He's 33, 34, something like that. But you can still get a lot of production out of a guy that age. I mean, you're getting a lot of veteran leadership, plus a Pro Bowl caliber play. Like, the Jaguars are dumb for trading Calais Campbell. He was named the 2017 Defensive Player of the Year by PFWA, also garnering 2017 AFC Defensive Player of the Year honors from the NFL 101 Awards. In 2019, Campbell was named to the PFWA All-AFC team. So he's had a lot of honors throughout his career. Dude's definitely a great player. Calais is a player we have long admired, even going back to the draft when he came out of college, DeCosta said. He is a natural fit for our defense and a versatile player who plays like a Raven. Even better, he is a leader on the field and in the community. We are so excited to add Calais and can't wait to welcome the Campbell family to Baltimore in person. I can't wait for that time either because that means the coronavirus will have cleared up a little bit. But, besides all that, just getting Calais Campbell is such a great move by the Ravens. Another great move by Eric DeCosta, being able to turn a backup kicker into an all-pro defensive lineman. That's just masterful work by a guy who was in his first year as a GM last year. But you'd have never known that because he'd been seasoned so long under Ozzie Newsome. Like, he's just a perfect fit for the job in Baltimore. Couldn't be happier with Eric DeCosta. So pumped that we got Calais Campbell. I mean, it's the good news that we needed in the middle of all this horrible couple past weeks in the news cycle. Because there hasn't been many good headlines for many people. So even when you get something tiny that's just like for sports, that doesn't really matter towards anything else in life, not going to change anything, things are still bad in the world, gives you that little, just like, I don't know what it is about sports, man. But they relax me, and I know they relax a lot of other people. And, it's helped me a lot through this time to read stuff about what's going on in the world of the Ravens and everything else. And I hope I can help you guys out a little bit by bringing some of the information to you. So thank you for watching my video today. I really appreciate you guys. Go Ravens. That's all I really got to say. So thanks a lot again. And like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Stay safe. And wash your hands. Take it easy.